they actually now believe the stories that they are telling, that the Palestinians are the innocent civilians and the Israelis are just like genocidal. We are happy to genocide poor Palestinians. Like I heard Edward talking, like, if I would watch him, he didn't move like a muscle, lying with a straight face. I was listening for him for like 45 minutes. There was not even like 10 seconds that passed without him saying a lie. And it, and none of them stops it.
To any of this, Daniel.
But none of them on stage, no one on stage ever stopped him to correct him on anything. As long as it plays to the terrorist Hamas Palestinian narrative, it works.
What room was this?
Amir's room. In the sewage, where we go.
Edward is moderate compared to the other ones.
No, but Edward is considered the smart one for some reason. He's as dumb as a rock. He thinks that, I think one of the problems is people like Edward that think that they're smart, and he talks about things that he doesn't. The UN was created to stop colonialism and all kinds of bullshit, and it was basically the entire purpose of the UN is to make sure that people don't annex land. Are you a retard or is this like Palestinian education? It's really like and everybody's like, oh my God, Edward, you are like such a smart
he's a
man
wordsmith. He's a wordsmith.
Talking, everybody, all those properly like negative IQ, they say words like colonialism and imperialism, and they actually think that they're smart.
Well, like they're communist or something. This is like Marxist ideological slogans, like end capitalism and build the workers' future or something.
That's why I call him a wordsmith. Exactly.
And Kashmirism.
I feel like I'm a wordsmith. I feel that they're just...
In a good way. You are a wordsmith, but you are a wordsmith for the best. I mean, there's two sides of that.
Capitalism basically means I don't have a job. I don't have a job, basically.
You know what, Grace? It's Blair. It's Tony Blair that Kush is working with.
That's
who it
true.
is.
That's true.
Austin in the chat just reminded me.
Austin, my love, he always has a good contribution.
Now, Daniel, what if the Palestinian state comes into existence as part of the Abraham Accords? I know it's a complete fantasy, but again, when you're dealing with Trump, you're dealing with...
No, when you're dealing with the Palestinian state, you're dealing with a fantasy. I don't really, first of all, listen, let's be realistic, okay?
Yeah.
There will not be a Palestinian state. Like literally, the concept of Palestinianism is nonsense, okay? No, they do not have a right of self-determination because they're not the only group, they're Arabs. They can go live wherever Arabs live. Why the fuck do they need their own state? And they will never get an own state, especially not in our territory. They can go have a state in Sinai, in Jordan.
You're not Wolf. You're not Wolf. You're not even Daniel.
She's not Wolf.
Huh? What? I'm saying you're saying her position, and I think she's brilliant, and I think you are too, and you're better than me, which is hard for me to admit, but I like to be honest. But I'm just saying, I agree with you in her premise of Palestinianism and this whole phony baloney story, but I'm saying, what if this crazy, because the Abraham Accords are a crazy idea too. And the idea that Saudi Arabia would
we cannot have a state, a terror state, that will live of 7 kilometers from this terror states to Netanya, to Tel Aviv, to Sde Dov. It's just not realistic, okay?
What if we're in charge of security?
Okay, we're also going to be in charge of escorting them out. Like, listen, it may take another... No, I mean, listen, the Palestinians are just digging their own grave. It can take another decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, a century, okay? Until they will have to give up and move on. Or not, or stay in this stateless refugee handout situation that they're in because the world uses them to, I don't know what. Go start your own life, like move on. Yalla, nigmar, it's over. You're not Palestinian. I mean, your entire claim was, you cannot come back to a land that was, you were there 3,000 years ago. Okay, so you cannot come back to a land that you were there 100 years ago. Move on. It's done. Times has moved on. People are not going back.